Are the expectations set too high by fans for Power Rangers? That is the question we are going to be asking today, talking about a bunch of different things. I think you guys are going to want to watch this. Let me know your thoughts too in the comments. Let's break this down. Hit that intro, Rangers.
You are watching the Fan Club.
You're watching the Fan Club.
And you're watching the Fan Club. Do you know what time it is?
And you know what time it is.
It's time for the Fan Club. Let's go. Hey!
I can't do this on my own, cause you know things ain't always sweet when you out here in these streets. But my morpher when it morphed, I made a fake.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Fan Club. It's your boy Dan Brosnan in the building. I just want to take a second to welcome everybody. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this channel. I hope the new year is starting off right for you guys. Today, I wanted to talk about something that's been on my mind. I watch a lot of Power Ranger YouTubers and Power Rangers content through the web, and I've been running into the same thing. I feel like there's a lot of adult fans that have their expectations set super high, and even myself, I have to lower expectations because I know right now the way Power Rangers has been set up the last 30 years at least, it has been for the most part a kid's brand. I got into this when I was a little kid and I continued to watch it. Now I'm an adult and I wish we did have an adult series for us, but the last 30 years there has been a lot of kids content. And through the years, there have been holes, things that haven't made sense, but a lot of cool connections and things that have made sense. And I've been going on to other Power Ranger YouTubers, creators, going into the forums and the comments and Power Ranger groups and stuff like that. And it seems like the fan base is really split when it comes to adults. Half of the fans like what they're doing and appreciate it. Anything Power Rangers comes out, they're gonna support it. It's kind of like a football team. If they're bad, they're still gonna go to the games, they're still gonna watch because that's their team. They're aligned with them. This is their show, right? So no matter if it's good or bad, we've had some bad years, we're gonna stick around. And this is the time to actually stick around. Hasbro has been doing way more for the brand than the Neo Saban era did. And you can say, oh, well, they gave us the 2017 movie, but they didn't do it right, so we never got anything else, and they sold the brand, and the writing was on the wall after that one, right? And I think for a while, we expect Power Rangers to be Marvel. We expect it to be like DC. And I'm not saying that we can't wish for that success and we can't one day get the success like that. But Power Rangers got successful because it did its own thing and it was different, right? And there was nothing really like it. It was like the rapper Soulja Boy the other day in an interview said that if he came out today, he would be more popular. And I said, no, the hell you won't, because back in 2007, there wasn't a lot of dance trend songs like that. There was like one or two, and then once that came out, everybody and their mom then wanted to make one because they saw the opening. Same thing with Power Rangers. When this show came out, there wasn't anything like it, and now it exists in a market where there's all different kinds of live action superhero shows, and other shows have got a better formula. That's why Hasbro does want to change things up. I do think, though, when it came to Once and Always and Cosmic Fury, that they were trying to make changes, as we can see, but also not completely change the formula. They were in a weird time because think about it. They took over, and I always compared this to like a football team or basketball team. You take over for old ownership, old coaches, old management. Now it's under a whole new team, and they can't just completely cut every deal right away. We did see some things change and turn over in the first few years of Power Rangers, like they stopped working with the Shout Factory. They changed from Nickelodeon to Netflix. things were working. And as time went on, even with the show, from Beast Morphers to Dino Fury to Cosmic Fury, you did see some pretty big changes. I do think, though, that they're not able to give you exactly what you want right now, and there can be some hate. There can be some criticism. There can be some things like, of course, we want 20 episodes for Cosmic Fury. I think a lot of people that hate, it's probably because there were things that were rushed and they didn't like exactly how one thing was. But at the same time, I don't think Hasbro knew how successful Power Rangers was going to be in this anniversary year. Like, they still gave us a bunch of stuff. It's not like they didn't give us anything. And I made a video yesterday talking about how they gave us over 50 figures, a 10 episode series, and then we also got a 1 hour special from Once and Always. That was pretty good. I can't lie. They did care. Now, when it comes to the bottom line, could they have done more? Yes, of course. I think that, constructive criticism, they can always do more. I think they do need to double down on Power Rangers. But at the same time, I do think that our expectations for this brand are to give us stuff like Marvel and DC when that's not what we've ever seen from them. And I think over time, Hasbro is changing. Like this live action reboot from Jonathan Entwistle, that sounds like it's gonna be like its own new universe with its own new set of rules and terms and things that go with that series or movie or whatever the hell it is. And I think it's gonna be more grown up, more adults. The fans are going to get into that. And I think that's what you can really judge them on. Right now, when you're making these low budget kid TV shows, there are some rules and things that you're playing by, and I don't think that as full adults we can watch this and expect it to be like Loki or expect it to be like WandaVision or something like that, because it's just not even on the same budget or level of actor quality or producers, directors. Like, I'm not saying that the people that the Power Rangers get to do their projects and to be in the show suck. No, I actually think they all do a really good job. And I've always said this, they do a great job for what they're working with, especially with Dino Fury, Beast Morphers, Cosmic Fury. I thought they did an amazing job for what they were working with. And I think that that's a mentality that I have, because I don't set my expectations super high because I understand what they're working with. They're working with some upcoming talent that is probably new to acting or has done a few projects. Like, they don't suck, but the Marvel people, DC, they're working with top talent, people that have been in you name it, so many different movies and projects, and they get some of the best directors and producers and writers and stuff like that to come on in. I think that's a whole different set. Now, I'm not saying we can't get there. I don't want this to turn into a video where people think that I'm saying you can't criticize the brand, because I do it all the time. Just like the other day when we're talking about Cosmic Fury figures, like, where in the hell are the Cosmic Fury figures at? You're going to release a show, release a small wave so you can make that other money off it. Like, I don't understand that, and I think that is kind of a dumb business decision for pushing out a series and not having any type of figures to go with it. I'm hoping we get some information about that soon. But it feels like if we don't get information in the next few weeks, maybe month, I don't know if we're going to hear anything. It is a weird time, but I do respectfully criticize this brand because I want to build it up. Like, I want to see good happen. If I come on here and just shit on it every single day, I don't think that that's going to bring positive vibes. I think that's just going to breed more people that are like, oh man, I agree, this is crap, screw Hasbro, I'm not gonna watch. No, I like what they're doing. I just don't have my expectations super high because they've never shown, as of right now, from what they've been giving us, that they were going in that direction. Now with this reboot, I feel like my expectations are higher because of who they're bringing in there. They're bringing in some writers, producers, and directors that have worked on some big projects. And you would think that there's going to be a bigger budget for this project. So yes, my expectations are higher when it comes to, the new universe reboot. But what they're working with right now, they've been kind of stuck. I think if they had it their way and there was no COVID, no actor strike, anything like that, they would have already been working on the reboot. And I've talked about this before. I think the reboot was supposed to come in 2023, and that's why we even got Once and Always and Cosmic Fury, because it got pushed back, canceled, whatever. And they're probably still working on that and developing it, but they announced it in 2020. You would think, okay, like we got 3 years in 2023, the 30th anniversary. It makes a lot of sense, right? I think that's why we even got it. And Simon Bennett and even some of the Cosmic Fury cast have said, like, after Dino Fury, they didn't know if Cosmic Fury was going to happen. Like, they had it written, they had it all on lock and ready to go if they got the green light, but it took a few months because Hasbro had to decide what they were doing. So yes, I do think Hasbro can continue to improve the brand and make it better. There are 1,001 ways, and we will continue to support, but also give some constructive criticism when needed. I just think fans and sometimes myself, we do need to lower some expectations. Like last year in 2023, the 30th anniversary, there were a lot of fans that were expecting way more than we were supposed to get. In all of my videos, I was trying to temper those expectations and say, listen, we were told about Once and Always and Cosmic Fury and some toys, right? That's about all we're getting, and I was satisfied. I thought it was a pretty good year, because I'll go back to it and say that there are other brands that have done way less with the 25th or 30th anniversary season. I thought this was better than the 25th or 20th anniversary season from Power Rangers and with the Neo Saban era. Like, I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts, though? Do you think sometimes our expectations get too high with this brand that has always shown to kind of be a cheaper brand, but yet do we want it to be like Marvel? But then do we hate on it if it turns into something else? But then we want it to be like the old show, but then that was super cheap and kind of cheesy, right? Like there's 1,001 things that I feel like sometimes contradict themselves. But I want to get a discussion with the fans going on. Let me know your comments, but be respectful, because I'm not here to shit on anybody. I'm not even here to tell you that you're wrong. If you have a strong opinion about the brand, I can't tell you it's right or wrong. I can just say sometimes our expectations get too damn high. Now, if that's not the case and they're doing something dumb like releasing a show and not giving you figures, then I guess you can hate on it, right? Like, there are some things they're doing that I'm not the biggest fan of. And a big reason why fans were frustrated with no figures is because the expectations were there. We expect figures anytime there's a show. I mean, they've done it for how many seasons in the past? I mean, I thought the Alien Rangers, when the show came out, even got figures, right? But at the same time, I enjoyed what Hasbro has done pretty much overall. I think there are some quality control issues with the Lightning Collection. I think there's a few issues with the toys, and I think that's a big reason why they're taking a step back and taking this pause with it, because they understand that and respect that. I hope the Lightning Collection does come back, or do they give us a whole different series? I've never seen that before with these big brands, you know, like with Star Wars, you always get like the Black Collection, stuff like that. It's interesting to think about, though. Before I end the video, I will leave you with this. The reason why Power Rangers was so successful in the 90s was it was the perfect storm. There was a lot of things that happened at the right time for this brand, and it blew up. But after those first, 5, 6, 7 years of it, it was never able to kind of capture the same essence because there were so many other shows. Now, there's the question to be asked. Do you go in a different direction and try to create some new hype? I do believe that, and we've talked about this before, if you continue to do the same thing over and over and over again, I think you will run the brand into the ground like Neo Saban did. So I am excited to see them take some risks with this new Entwistle reboot. I'm hoping this is the year that we'll get some real news on it, and when it does, we will be here every step of the way. But what are your guys' thoughts? Do you think sometimes our expectations are too high with this brand? Let me know in the comments. I love you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this channel, and we will see you next time. Peace. I want to give a special shout out to the Gold Ranger members: Anime King Nick, Chaos Draco, The Arctic Operator, Miguel Ortiz, Let's Talk Sports, Papillon Oger, Roderick Ham, Louis Cairns, Salima Ramirez, Danny Nascimento, Stephen Heffelman, Thomas Franco, and Sean Schiffer. Thank you guys again for your support, and if you want a video shout out like this one, sign up to be a Gold Ranger member today. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this content, you know what to do. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. You can also become a member. Please join the fan club support team right now. We have a Blue Ranger power-up and a Gold Ranger power-up. This is an awesome way to talk with the fans. Join a fan club official chat group. You can also be featured in our videos. At the end of the videos, I will shout you out. That's if you get the Gold Ranger power-up membership. Go check it out. Go support the fan club. We love you guys, and thanks for watching. Peace.
Hi, we're Bulk and Skull. We have been requested by the fan club to say something funny.